Sorry, sir. Were you looking for me? Hello, I'm Sethos. What can I do for you? Actually, you know what? This seems like more of a sit-down conversation. Come with me. I know a good place. Bags packed and ready to roll.
Check this out! This moment will be frozen in time.
Incinerate!
Supporting fire!
Breath of the flame!
Don't get too close! Oh, so soft.
Eat this!
Freeze!
Out of the frying pan,
Hit! Hit!
Let's spark things up a little.
Rain cutter! I'm going in!
Come a little closer. Surrendering and be.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Witness the power of Gugwa! Nice and spicy! Odds revealed!
Give me some space. Sage's wisdom.
Ready, stop!
Midnight Phantasma.
Kohanamba, help!
Excuse me. Glory to Alhaitham.
Feeling lucky today? You want this one?
Don't be
Try
scared!
to keep up.
Fight!
Sage's wisdom.
You are not welcome here.
Way ahead of you.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Go get him, Uruguay!
Excuse me.
Let the show be by royal
Here you are.
Shadow Raven! Black Knight Fall!
Deflect.
Odds reveal by... Come on! We can do it!
Scatter.
How bold. Fire it up!
By royalty, stop right there!
Time to testify.
I got you covered!
You asked for it! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Here's Becca!
Hands where I can see them! Final! Oz, repeat!
Hunt them down.